Hi, this is Dr. Pierre Milo speaking, narrating my book, Rising from the Ashes of Loss, My Voyage Through Grief, available at Amazon.com. Post number 32. Keeping the boredom at bay. My life now can only be described as humdrum. It seems these days that everything I do is meaningless. Everywhere I go is boring. Everyone I meet is uninteresting. Must be a phase, I hope, I'm going through, I guess. As I remember very well, having had some good times here and there before, even though they never lasted very long. I was still on a high then, and it felt good. But now, granted, I don't feel like slitting my throat every day anymore, which could mark an improvement, I guess. But still, why can't I get out of this stupid rut I'm in? Damn it. For instance, just yesterday, I visited my little sister, and no sooner I walked through the door than I wanted to rush out again. No fault of hers, mind you. My daughter is a darling. It's just me that's messed up. On another occasion, I go to meet my older brother that I hadn't seen for a lifetime. Same damn thing. I say hello, hang around for an excruciating 30 minutes, and I can't wait to zoom out of there like a bat out of hell. Just can't help it. Feel weird and lost all the time. I'm not happy when I'm alone, and I'm miserable when I'm in the company of others. Ugh. Actually, at the moment, I can't stand the company of others. Even though there's a small part of me that somehow wants to connect, I keep giving in to extremely uncomfortable restlessness. It seems to be enslaved by a constant, frantic search for solace. I'm so confused and disoriented and not even funny. I'm caught in a catch 22, an inescapable loop. I go places, I do things, I see people, I get bored. I leave and find myself alone again and miserable. I feel like the darn Energizer battery bunny zipping around aimlessly, banging my face into walls and returning to the middle again, lost, desperate. And in search mode, one more. The knot in my stomach keeps getting tighter, choking me. What an awful feeling. Terrible. This has gotta change. I say to myself one day as in an upswing. I repeat my mantra to get a life or you're done, man. You need to kick your sorry ass and pull yourself out of that crazy hole you're stuck in. In the end, my effort reaped some reward, and remembering how good I felt after my little sortie in Montreal, the smoked meat, the busy street, the clothes, I decided to take off for Toronto, the big city, to visit my friend and hang around downtown. Maybe that will pick me up a little bit. As I'm heading west on Highway 401, I turn on my car phone, voice activated, thank you, and I book myself a nice room at the Royal York. Spare no expense. One of the most luxurious hotels in Toronto. I probably shouldn't spend all that money, but escaping the brutal pains of grief gives me all the best excuses in the world. Revenge. Is it really? Spending the afternoon walking the busy streets and shopping till I drop. Didn't buy a thing this time though. does not seem to appease my angry gods of grief, and I return to my casa deflated. Not ready to face the eeriness of an empty hotel room, like a zombie, I wander aimlessly in the enormous lobby of the hotel, totally unappreciative of its splendor and of the numerous glamorous shops and boutiques contained in it. After eating a tasteless meal that would have been otherwise a feast for anyone else, I crash lifelessly on one of the foyer's soft leather couches and get busy sipping a scotch. Trying unsuccessfully to lose myself in the buzz of things, literally. I feel more alone than ever. Doesn't help. This is not working. Being alone sucks big time. I'm still missing Louise tremendously, and I wonder desperately if that'll ever change. When she passed away, a large part of me went with her. I feel like a wounded bird missing a wing. How can I ever fly again? I fear it'll take more than a double scotch, a nice hotel, clothes, and food to get me into Morpheus' arms tonight. Well, we'll see about that. The next day is not any better, and even in the company of my longtime friends, whom I love dearly, I've got the jitters and feel compelled to say goodbye and take off like a scared cat after only a few hours' visit. Totally messed up. I hurry back to check out at my hotel sooner than expected and zoom out of town, feeling defeated, sad, discouraged. I'm coming back home, and the desperate loop goes on. This rotten moon of mine seems to be never ending. I can't seem to find enjoyment in anything I do, and I remain in an exhausting search mode. It's like, on the one hand, I'm totally disinterested in life itself, but on the other, I'm haunted by an existential need to fight my way through the storm and find a port to dock. Going to parties, movies, barbecues, visiting fairs doesn't cut it. I'm still lost and indifferent to the core, don't care about anything. But I do need something and someone that will positively impact my existence sufficiently to give me the boost I need to help me rise from the ashes of my loss. Unbeknown to me at this time, though, the stage is being set for me to cross paths with the person who's about to change my life. Yeah, my first brush with Christine. The Glengarry Highland Game are just as monotonous as all the other events I've attended lately. And I hope my Scottish friends won't take offense to my comment. It's just me. The day is horribly hot, dry, and the fairground suffocatingly packed to capacity. The air is filled with the constant underlying nasal sound of bagpipes, as there are isolated groups of bagpipers practicing everywhere on the ground. The cacophony it creates is almost unbearable to my untrained ears. And disappointed again, I leave in a hurry after just a short visit. But the day left an impression on me. As I realized upon awakening this morning, I just couldn't put the finger on it. And differently from all the other times, the memory of that day sticks with me. I experience a vague and confusingly pleasant feeling, suggesting to me that there's been a slight shift in my emotional state. It's not like I've ever experienced before, and I like it. Is this the light at the end of the tunnel? I will learn soon enough why this is so, though, as after meeting Christine, she'll surprisingly confirm to me that she was there on that day. Maybe we exchanged a brief glance, and we walked through the narrow aisles and stood close to each other while visiting the same booths. Maybe we were not even physically present in the same time and space, and I somehow psychically picked up her essence and sensed the energies of occurrences meant to be. Synchronicity, serendipity, who knows? Life is full of surprises, but I think that this particular moment in time was a turning point in my life. Am I right? Only time will tell. And meanwhile, even though life tastes a little sweeter this morning, I'm still caught up in the exhausting uphill battle, and I'm haunted by the daunting task ahead.